I'm unboxing the Osmo Pocket 3, and this is a quick start guide, a beginner guide, if you need help just setting up your camera. So I got not the creator combo, but the basic combo. So we're just gonna open this up. It's currently at $600 now. Got this on Amazon. So we're just gonna unbox this. And this is my second Osmo. I'm filming on the first one right now. Normal color profile so that I can zoom in, and I'll be going over that in a later section of the video. So it comes with a case, covers the back of it. So this is the camera. Just gonna take this out. And it has two sections, section for mist filter and then wide angle lens. Also in the box, it comes with an adapter so you can put a tripod on the bottom, 1/4 inch on the bottom there. Open this up. And that attaches to the bottom of the camera. So that's the bottom. That's where you can put in your tripod. So I'm just going to take this off. And then this off the screen too. So I also have my iPhone. I'm going to turn this on. And DJI has a way of activating the device with the Mimo app. So turning it on, gimbal is going there. I can set the language. Looks like it is set to Chinese. So I need to change that in the settings, and it's not charged either. So I'll see if I can set this to factory settings. Yeah, let's turn back on again. Setting that to English. It's letting me know I can go between shooting modes. Looks like this one's already activated. It's set to 1080p, but I like to set mine to 4K resolution, 30 frames per second. And you'll also notice that there is no SD card inserted. It doesn't come with one, you have to get one. So I'm gonna turn this off, and then I'm gonna load in my SanDisk Extreme Pro memory card. It's a micro SD, 512 gigabytes is the one that I went with. So we're just gonna open this up. And 512 will give you plenty of space to record, which is great. And I got the Pocket 3 that I'm using from Amazon. Well, I got them both from Amazon actually. And it also comes with an adapter for easy dumping storage as well. So that goes in on the side here. All right, so if I turn it back on, lets me know the SD is good to go. I have 12 hours and 35 minutes of shooting time. So that is a lot more than the last memory card I have inserted into the one I'm filming on now. So a lot of shooting time, which is great. Let's talk about some of the accessories for the Pocket 3 that I enjoy using. So this is just a simple stand that goes on the bottom, just so I can put it on a desktop, tabletop, goes on the bottom, and then I can stand it up, which is great. For the case, only part of it is covered. I like to have another part to go over the top to protect the whole Pocket 3. So I got this protective case. It's the second one I have because I have another one for the one I'm shooting on. So I want to make sure both cameras are protected when I am shooting. And even better is it comes with 3 more slots for having ND filters. So I usually have ND filters here, here, and here. And I'll be covering exactly what those are in another portion of the video. So you want to put this in the top here. And then now it opens, closes. So I have full protection for the Pocket 3, which is amazing. Because if you drop this thing, it is very fragile. That's one of the downsides of the camera. So you have to make sure the gimbal and everything else is protected. So using my iPhone, I have the DJI Mimo app downloaded already. I'm going to go into the app and connect it to my new Pocket 3. So I'm currently filming using this Pocket 3 that's on the modified C-stand I made. So I can't connect the Mimo app to my new Pocket 3 because the Mimo app is in use on the old one. But essentially the Mimo app lets you record what you see on the Pocket 3 screen for like a hands-free experience, which is really great. It makes life a lot easier knowing that you have a Bluetooth enabled app that you can use to control your Pocket 3. It goes a long way in terms of controlling it. So here are my settings for the Osmo Pocket 3. Normally it's not going to be in Pro mode, so you're going to swipe and then turn that on. Exposure, have that set to -0.3 because the Pocket 3 out of the box will overexpose. So I like to take that down just a little bit. Shutter speed, 1/50. ISO, I usually will set that to 50 to 400. If I can get it. Confirm that. D-Log M is what I usually shoot in, but you can also shoot in normal color profile or HLG. I haven't really messed with that. D-Log M is 10-bit, and don't be afraid if it looks cloudy and muted. It's supposed to. It's a flat color profile, and you're going to use a program like DaVinci Resolve or CapCut to add color with a LUT. And DJI makes one that you can get on their website, which is great. Glamour effects off, Breathing compensation, I have that on. I have continuous for the autofocus. That's usually what I do when I'm just shooting. I also like showcase mode. If you hold something up to the Pocket 3, it will focus, which is great if you're showing products. And then image adjustment, I do -2 sharpness and -2 for noise reduction. Just because I don't like having everything be super sharp, and that's kind of what the Pocket 3 does out of the box. So I like to have those both set to -2. I confirm that, and then if I want to save the profile, I go to the person here in the settings, and then I can overwrite the settings if I want. For gimbal modes, I usually do FPV. It gives me a lot of freedom of movement, but you can also do follow, which is great for vlogs in most scenarios. Tilt locked, that'll keep your horizon level. In FPV-T, you can use this if you are like trying to showcase something and hold the Pocket 3 over an object, so to speak. But I'm going to stick to FPV. Rotational speed, I like to have it slow for those cinematic movements, but you can stick to default or fast. Personally, I just leave it on slow. Settings, you have the wireless mic. If you have a DJI Mic 2 or 3 or Mini, you can set those up here. Gimbal startup direction, I have that backwards, so it's facing out. Rotate screen to power off, I have that set at 2 seconds. So if I flick, it will turn off within 2 seconds, and that's great. The gimbal's protected. And then another note too, you don't want to put indie filters on here and close it because it will mess up the gimbal. It won't close properly. You can get away with a mist filter though. There's also auto face detect, which is great. If you want to vlog quickly, you hit that and then it will detect you when you start recording. Dynamic framing, basically you can use the joystick to move the camera and frame you in a way where it looks dynamic and it looks cinematic. It's pretty cool. I haven't really used it that much. Spin shot is great. You can do 90 degrees or 180. This is something DJI features on their IG a lot. So if I hit that, this camera goes up, and then if I hit the button to press record, plus the joystick, it will spin around and you get that kind of shot. So it's cool. I don't really use it for my daily vlogging or my cinematic vlogs or whatever, but it's nice to have that feature. The other things, if you triple tap the joystick, the camera will turn around, and you can also press this here on the screen to turn it back. So either joystick or the touch screen. Resolution, I shoot in 4K. You can go all the way down to 1080p, which is great for social media. 24 frames per second because I like that cinematic look. 16.9, 60 by 9 I shoot with for YouTube. And then if you flick the screen and then scroll down, you can change your orientation. This will put you in 3K and you'll be able to shoot for social media. A trick to shoot in 4K in portrait is flipping the camera on its side, so to speak. But I don't really mind 3K because everything gets compressed for social media anyway. So here are some accessories I recommend for the Osmo Pocket 3. I recommend a monopod. You get a little tripod that comes with the Pocket 3 if you get the, I think the Creator combo, or even the basic combo, not so sure. But this one's from Insta360. It's a monopod and I can just shoot with it anywhere. It folds up and it's really light. Next, I would recommend the DJI Mic 2, just because it's easy to use. It has 32-bit float so that you won't get choppy audio, and it comes with a windshield thing too on top. So this is a lot of fun. I get clean audio out of this and I use it every day I want to record something. The Microphones that come on the Pocket 3 are fine, but this is just a lot better. Another accessory I recommend is the Harlow Atom. I have a few of these. They go on the Osmo Pocket 3, and it is a light source for your Osmo. So if I press and hold, this will come on, and you attach it to the top. It goes over, and you're able to get a light source for the Osmo, and it has different levels of brightness. And even a burst mode. So this will give you a clean light if you're trying to vlog and maybe it's not lit so well. The hyperlapse feature and time lapse are very useful on Pocket 3 also. And you essentially are getting a sped up video of what you're shooting. You can change the rate as well. Hyperlapse, you can move and shoot. Time lapse, the camera has to set stationary. You can change from crowds or clouds, sunset, or custom settings. Motion lapse, it will go from left to right or right to left. So if I go to time lapse, I can change my settings, 4K, 2.7K, landscape, or if you are doing portrait, then 1080p, and you get control over your frames per second. So I can't forget to talk about ND filters for the Pocket 3. And if you check out my other video that's in the description on the Osmo Pocket 3, I go over that in deeper detail. But for the sake of this video, I will give a little explainer about it. Basically, ND filters, and I have some here, are like sunglasses for your Osmo. When you're outside and you're trying to shoot and maybe you want to get a certain shutter speed, it's going to be overexposed unless you have one of these ND filters. So right now I have a black mist filter on here. I use this pretty regularly because it smooths things out. So I'm going to take this off, and I can put on one of these ND filters. If it's cloudy, I recommend going for a lower strength. And if it is sunnier, I recommend going for a stronger filter. So cloudy, ND 8 you want to get. And if it's sunny, either ND 16 or ND 32. They also make up to ND, I believe 256, but that's just like way too dark. So if you look, that's the filter that's on there. It's magnetized. And when I'm outside shooting with this, I'm able to get a slower shutter speed so I can get motion blur, which I like to get in my footage. So that will do it for my Osmo Pocket 3 starter guide. I wanted to create something quick and easy that beginners could follow, and I have watched a lot of YouTube videos on using the Pocket 3 and I've learned a lot, so I just wanted to pass that on. Hope you found the video helpful. Please like and subscribe, it helps the channel, and I will see you on the next one.